2024. Day 2, we were leaving from Red Oak, Iowa. A very similar day to day 1 in terms of mileage. It was another 40-mile day with 1,702 feet of elevation gain. It was a pretty pleasant morning. Some fog, but not nearly as foggy as the first day. After 12 miles of riding, we stopped at our first town, Elliot. It's kind of fun to see all these small Iowa towns that you probably wouldn't find yourself in otherwise. Like every other stop on RAGBRAI, cyclists completely inundated and took over the town for a few short hours. Wasn't too long a stay. Crew was just back on the road. One of my few complaints with RAGBRAI was just the timing, having the ride in July, kind of peak summer heat. It's fun seeing quirky things like this guy and his glider. Nice unexpected breakup of the monotony of cornfield after cornfield. Second stop of the day was Griswald, Iowa. Every day there was a highlighted stop, kind of like a featured stop that was a little bit more just offerings, I guess, than the other towns. It was a little bit more of a place to stop and spend some time. And Griswold, Iowa had a nice, quaint, old downtown with beautiful old buildings. What do you know, Chado?
What's up, doggy? That was the most delightful 20 miles.
Agreed. More bikes. Griswold had this unique, almost one-man passion project museum. This shop right here that I'm walking into was one man's tractor collection. It was kind of incredible. Lots of International Harvester. And I don't know anything about tractors, but my grandfather was a farmer, so just kind of interesting and cool to see. And the quality that they were all in, felt like they were fresh off the factory floor, even though they were, some of them, over 100 years old. So if you find yourself in Griswold, Iowa, for whatever reason, seek out this little shop and just take some time to walk through it and look at some of the history of American agriculture, or at least the machinery that made it possible. Anyway, back to the road. Iowa's not all corn. There's soybeans too. was Will. He was probably the fastest in our crew. He usually was done first every single day. Just another rolling hill after many, many rolling hills. Last town of the day before the end of the ride for the day. This was Lewis, Iowa. Just fun, the mix of people. You never know what you were going to see from day to day. The team might have lingered a bit long in Lewis and maybe consumed 1 or 2 or 3 too many alcoholic beverages. We had fun though. The nice thing about those 40-mile days was there wasn't really much anxiety about getting through the miles.
Beer time.
Beer time.
Nicole, how do you feel?
Our bikes are back there. I'm tired.
Thank you.
Here, I feel ready for those last 13 miles.
You're the best.
At any rate, the team was feeling loose and happy and
So people know how drunk
generally
you are.
good.
I'm getting dizzy though.
Of course, the 13 miles remaining after several beers was a little bit
Okay, I'm done.
of a struggle fest. We made a pit stop in the cornfield to escape the heat of the day, we'll say.
This is the dumbest thing I've done in at least 6 months.
When in Iowa.
Yo.
Such a beautiful day. Temps were pushing upper 80s though, so hydration was key. More cornfields. And of course, some corn-fed cows. There was a surprising number of tandem bikes on RAGBRAI. 40 miles later, Atlantic, Iowa, the end of the day. Be home right there. More wandering of the downtown through state fair like conditions. We didn't eat any of the street food though. We actually made our way to a local Mexican restaurant. The food at Azteca was phenomenal and service was excellent.
I'll feel a little bit warmer.
Here's those juggling guys again. Sunset over a camp of thousands and thousands of cyclists would bring about the end of day 2. Thanks for watching. See you next time.